What is up, guys? As you can see, today we're back with another Honor of Kings video, and today we'll be looking at SIMA, which is a hero that we will be getting in Arena of Valor quite soon. It's already been added to the test server. It's gonna not look like this Shadow Mage in this game. It's gonna look like a Harry Potter kind of guy. He has a broom, I think, for his ult. But anyway, let me just quickly go over these skills so you are familiar with the hero before we get into the explanation of this guy's gameplay. By the way, this guy is really high rank. This is 2000 rating in the solo queue only mode in Honor of Kings. So you already know, very high skilled player. And yeah, this is a mid lane mage. He can be jungled as well. You can see his skills are very unique already. First ability, I mean, I already did some videos on this guy, so I'm just gonna go briefly over them. If you wanna check out a full deep explanation of the skills, you can check out my other videos on this guy. Just type in shurkou SIMA and you will find them. But anyway, so first ability of this hero is just he leaves his body behind, turns into a shadow, is invulnerable in this shadow form. His S2 is an AOV silence around him and leaves a little AOV. As I said, for a deeper explanation, check the video. And the ult, it can teleport in a huge radius, like anywhere on the... You'll see the huge range of the ult. It's kind of like Malok ult, but the bigger range and the smaller AOE, and it does a lot of damage if you hit it. And this guy is running Flicker, because of course you can flicker before you land with the ult, so it's really high skill cap as well. And yeah, the passive is the most important thing. Whenever he uses an ability, the next auto attack will make him jump behind the enemy, like literally 180 degrees behind the guy. So it's kind of like Errol's S1 if you've ever played that hero in Arena of Valor. And yeah, it makes this hero really high skill cap. Of course, it also deals bonus damage. You can see here he uses his ult to jump back in, doesn't get anyone, and I think they have to retreat. Crashed almost dies, very unlucky there. His Yuango almost killed him. But anyway, so as I was saying, really this is definitely one of the heroes that I am looking forward to the most. Really classic, not really classic, really unique mid lane mage, mid lane assassin mage. And yeah, and you can see the passive also makes you get enhanced auto attacks for a couple seconds. But anyway, as I said, if you are looking for a very detailed explanation, just check out my other videos. If you want to see how this hero will look in Arena of Valor, you can check out Yikes videos. He already did some leak videos of this hero. So yeah, just type in Yikes SIMA. But anyway, here it's you can see what he just did there. I'm gonna show you again. This is the basic gameplay of this hero. This is the most cookie cutter. You use S1, you jump in, you S2, you jump again. You do the double auto attack, right? You also buy the Apocalypse, of course. You're all about auto attacks with this hero. So you do those two, proc Apocalypse, do a ton of damage, and then you use your ult to jump out. Because the ult is very difficult to hit on enemies. So you really don't use it as a means of going in. And if you keep in mind, the S1 leaves your body, right? So the way you have to play this hero, you don't go in and then run out with S1. You enter with S1, because that leaves your body in a safe place outside of the team fight. And then you either maybe follow, like this guy's doing with his ult, and you kill the guy, beautiful ult there, hit him without the flicker. What I often do is, because I'm not that good at hitting the ult, I use my index finger to aim the ult. And then right before, while I'm flying, it's pretty difficult to do. I needed some games of practice. But right before you land, you can flicker to like move the AOE damage of the ult to where you flicker at. So that is the most basic combo. What you can also do, yeah, he's playing phenomenally. Of course, as I said, this guy is he has the black symbol, I think. So a lot of Chinese viewers told me that the black symbol means that he's in the top 100 SIMA players. I think the golden symbol would mean that he's in the top 10 SIMA players. And you can see here he has the black golden symbol, so that should be the black symbol. And yeah, you can see he's playing phenomenally, of course, and he's really high ranked. So of course this guy is not going to be bad. And I have to say this hero is very, very meta for a year now. He's not really played in competitive because of course you can see he's very hit or miss. Like, he's very good for snowballing early game. He's really an annoying hero to play against in solo queue. He just completed his apocalypse, so you will see him do a ton of damage from now on. But yeah, like he doesn't really do that well in pro play because you really rely on picking on the bad enemy players, you know. And in pro play, there's no bad enemy players. Here you just roam to the side where you think you can get a kill, and most of the players are gonna die. Even if this is the highest rank, they're still nowhere close to actual professional players. And so yeah, that is why this hero is very popular in ranked, but not that popular in pro play. He's still played sometimes in pro play, but not as often as you would assume watching this gameplay. Again, he's 7-1, he's already snowballing, he's dealing a ton of damage. We'll see if he hits the ult here, misses it, but he will get the kill onto the Marco Polo anyway, on the Hayate. Very well played. He gets the double buff and he gets out. So he's fine with that. Let's see if he can kill the Superman. He can. Beautiful there. He deals a ton of damage already. Like, this is when you get really fed. You have these games sometimes where you get super fed and you can just snowball all over everyone, just jump in, one-shot everyone, just run out with your ult. That is why he often gets banned as well in high rank, or even in lower ranks, like in medium high ranks, like in maybe 30 stars master, you know. So yeah, he's already playing very well. Of course, as you might have guessed already, if you are thinking about it, he is a very good split pusher. So the way you play him, if you're ahead, you join the team fights, you can just trash on everyone, right? You can just absolutely destroy them, one-shot people. But if you are kind of behind, it's very good to split push, because you can just split push, you can kill the waves very fast, the minion waves, with your abilities, and then you just ult away if people gank you. And yeah, no one can really catch you. It's also very popular on this hero to take Purify, because his ultimate can get stopped. So if you the next time he uses ult, I can show you guys, he like jumps backwards a little bit and then goes on to fly, right? And basically, if he gets stunned during that jump backwards, it just gets cancelled. So yeah, it can be very annoying if you're playing against a lot of CC. See, the enemy Hayate tried to daze him here. Look, he jumps away, and the enemy Hayate, I think he tried to daze him. I'm not sure if it's just the ult, but he ends up dying to the Slayer anyway. That is actually really funny. That is actually really funny. He just ends up dying to Slayer. He tried to lifesteal off of Slayer because he does in fact have the Reyes, but he ended up getting one shot right before he would have lifestealed a little bit of health. But yeah, actually very interesting. Whenever I play this hero, I like to go for some magic pierce, but he's going full AP. He's going Reyes into Apocalypse into Hecates. Zero magic pierce, absolutely just gonna one-shot every squishy, but he's gonna struggle against tanks with this build, in my opinion. But I assume he's gonna build the Staff of Newell next, so he should be fine. And there we go. You can see here he is split pushing. He's split pushing a little bit. As I said, it's really easy to clear that side lane wave with this hero, and then just join your team with your ult, or even with your S1. It makes you run faster. Your Shadow has more movement speed than your body, so yeah, it's very easy to just join a fight with this hero. So if your team gets collapsed on, you're clearing that wave, you can just join them with your ult, and everything is fine. And yeah, as I was saying, popular skills on this guy to take are Flicker for the ultimate combo, and the Purify for being able to escape. Here you can see him just backdoor real quick. He just one-shots the tower. He was at 100 HP, and of course with Apocalypse, everyone can do that. I guess it's kind of similar to Flash, kind of. You kill the enemy ADC, you kill the enemy mage, You can split push a little bit, right? Flash can split push as well. So it's kind of similar. I think it's cooler because it's a guy with shadows and stuff. It's always cool. It's always gonna be cooler, guys. Like I'm not a fan of DC, but even if I was, a guy with shadows is always cooler than a guy without shadows, right? Alright. I mean, we all watched enough anime to know that by now. Anyway, so we'll see here if he decides to. Ooh, he kills the. That was very well played. Ooh, okay. That was very interesting. So, what I would have done. I mean, I would have done the same, but I would have died. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. He flickers away instantly. The Superman played this really well. He dashed away before he could do the second auto attack, which would have killed the Superman. And then he flickers away instantly and instantly ults. Instantly ults away from the team fight. And at that point, it doesn't matter where you ult to, you just want to ult away from the team fight. He probably just... It was faster to flick your finger to the top left. Ooh, he kills the Superman here. Beautifully played. Gets the lifesteal. You saw he lifestealed quite a bit, but the Crash just jumps onto him and kills him. This is a really close match. He's 10-3-2, but it's 17-15. His team is absolute trash, mate. I would be really tilted. But anyway, we will see here if he... Oops, sorry, I skipped a little bit too much. There's another team fight breaking out again. So he knows the Paintbrush Girl used her ult, so he can just try to jump in. The Crash doesn't have his ult, so he really wants to try and jump in. Also, this hero, it really doesn't seem like it, but it's a poke hero. Like, you jump in S1, S2, you poke people to like half HP, and then you ult away, and then you just run away. And then, because you have a lot of lifesteal, you just go back to your jungle and you lifesteal back everything, just like he did here. He cleared one wave and one jungle camp, and he's back to full HP. And he started at like half HP, and you can see here, he just completely kills ADCs. But he recognizes, very well played. I would have died here. I would have thought, oh man, I need 2 more hits, and then I'll kill him. But he recognized that the Marco Polo will outdamage him after his initial burst. His auto attacks, his AOV magic damage auto attacks still do a lot of damage, but nowhere near as much as the first one. The first one with the Apocalypse, that is just the most... That is just the juice damage. That's the one you want to get on, and then you just mostly want to run away. So we'll see here. 3 enemies bot. Hayate used his ult already. Hayate no ult. Paintbrush Girl is getting caught by the Yuango. Very well played there by the puppet man. And he flickers away from the Crashed. I assume Crashed had ult. Otherwise he wouldn't have flickered there. He's trying to lifesteal. He does. And now he's trying to enter this team fight. And I think he can do really well in this team fight, especially when the Kha'Zix pulls the people together. He wasn't able to get the Superman, but they still get the Slayer, so they're fine with that. Can he get away? Beautifully played, but I think he will die to that. Yeah, he dies to the Volcath type of guy. Anyway, he's playing pretty well. He could have played that team fight better. I think he went a little bit too deep, but they got the Slayer, so it's still very worth for them. Very well played there. But the enemies are pushing really... Oof, the Paintbrush Girl is so good. Look at this. She just completely flickers onto the Pangu and completely destroys the enemies. But she ends up being in the middle of everyone. But she poked everyone to half HP, killed the Pangu, and that just enabled them to get their tower. Very well played by that player there. Absolutely insane. That is, by the way, also a hero that I will review a pro gameplay soon. I have a lot of Paintbrush Girl gameplays, but of course I am nowhere near as good as these guys. So I will be reviewing a very good player on that soon, because that is also a hero that is confirmed for Arena of Valor already. So I think that is interesting to you guys. And yeah. So he's just clearing the wave. He completed his Arctic Orb. Ooh, he's just going for a Hayate, but the Puppet Master already kills him. And now they just have to finish this Crashed. He beautifully dodges the Crashed ult CC with his S1. And you can see he really doesn't ult the enemies often. Now, when I play this hero, I ult the enemies very often, because I really like the flicker combo. It's just really fun, and I feel like it's effective. But he really just prefers not to. He just abuses the S1, S2, and then just uses the ult to ult out, which is the way people also told me to play it. So it's probably the right way to play, but anyway. I feel like he could have ulted the crash there, but I guess he thought it's too risky. Beautifully played. He bought the... Yeah, he's playing so well. Okay, he went a little bit too deep. He thought he can one-shot the paintbrush girl, but she just... We will replay that whole thing. That was too fast. That was really insane. Now, she's baiting him. She knows he's here, and she just completely baits him. He Arctic Orbs her thing, and does he sell it for... He sells it for what? For nothing. He doesn't have enough gold for the Death Sickle. Okay, I thought he sold it for Death Sickle here, but he did not have enough gold. So anyway, or he forgot to pre-order it, I don't know. But at least he showed us he had fast enough fingers to sell it. But anyway, you saw both of them played it really well, especially the paintbrush girl. She truly baited him, and I can tell you guys why. I know that she knew he was coming. He has a passive that whenever he's in 2000 range of an enemy, their avatar on the minimap blinks for him and for the person. So everyone always knows if this hero is close. It's just how the hero works, okay? Whenever this hero is close to you on the minimap, even if he's not visible, your avatar on the minimap will blink red. That just signals you that he's close. This is just a way of balancing it. If you played League of Legends, it's like the exclamation, or Batman. It's like the exclamation mark on Batman, okay? If there was no exclamation mark on your head when Batman is close to you, it would be way more broken than, or way more annoying than it is. So this is just a way of balancing him. So she knew he was coming, she baited him, and she almost completely outplayed him. I mean, she did completely outplay him in my opinion. She made him waste his Arctic Orb, and she only used his ult, her ult. And here he doesn't have the Arctic Orb. I don't know if he can survive that. Can he escape this tower? He attacks her to lifesteal. Beautifully played. Very well played. Now this is truly a hero that is so fast. Like the gameplay is so fast. That is, he's gonna survive because of Death Sickle, and yeah. Beautiful. He completely solo carried that game. He had some mishaps. He didn't play completely clean, like against that, as you can see here, 2067 rating. He has 12,000 mastery points on SIMA. Really, really high, as I said, and it doesn't seem like he mains it. Because as I was saying, he made some mistakes, which even we saw as spectators, and usually we don't see these in these very high level plays. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was a very exciting game. I really enjoy making these videos because I don't watch these before. I just check the end score. I see, I check in the title if he is server best. That's all I care about. If he's server best and he has good stats, I know the gameplay will be impressive. And yeah, and if the rating is high, I know the gameplay will be impressive anyway. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, boys. Bye bye.